All right, yo, what's up, internet? How are you guys doing? I guess in today's video, I kind of just want to talk about me getting delayed for buying a firearm. Well, buying and trying to transfer. It all started with my girlfriend trying to transfer me a handgun that she bought me like 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know why we waited so long to finally get that shit transferred. Um, yeah, so we tried transferring it. Um, that same day, I was told my application got delayed. After hers went through, I was like, damn, okay, well, we'll wait. They said they'll give me a call when I get approved for the transfer, on that background check. I think it's like the NICS background check, FBI background check for firearms. So yeah, they never called back after like 5 days. I called and they just told me to they'll give me a call whenever it gets approved. It shouldn't take that much longer. But yeah, I waited like 2 months later to call them back. Like, hey, I totally forgot about this transfer we did, and I just want to see if my background check went through, and I never got a call. They said that it was delayed for the whole 30 days. That I need to go back in and do it again. And at this time, after 5 days, they'll just give me the firearm. So we went in. Uh, Submitted the application again. I got delayed again. So then waited 5 days, went back to the shop, and they just transferred the firearm to me. But they said it's common to get delayed. Luckily there's I think after like 4 or 5 days, they have the right to give you the gun if they want to under the store's policy. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I didn't think of too much of it just because I got my handgun, whatever. And February comes around. My brother says he's got AK for sale. So my girlfriend was like, you know what? It's pretty cheap. Let's buy it. So we went to the shop, and I was thinking about putting my name, but I was worried about the delay again, and I don't know. I didn't want to. I wanted the guns right. I wanted the gun right away. Wait, was it the AK? Okay, so we bought an AK and a Creedmoor with a ton of ammo for a good ass deal. My brother hooked it up. Um, and a safe. Fuck, he gave me a bunch of shit. A lot of shotgun shells. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we just did it under my girlfriend's name. Um, I thought that would be the best way just to get the stuff and just take it home. But then that made me start thinking. I was like, damn, wait, hold on. You know what? It started eating me. I was like, why'd I get delayed? Like, I wonder. I was just curious. Research the internet. Just a lot. It could be a lot of things. I guess FBI only checks like 80-90% of applicants, anyways. Um, but I think it had a lot to do with just my name being the same as my dad, and he has a history. Let's just say that he's been in prison, drugs, all that. Um, but it doesn't change. He's still a good dude. Anyways, besides all that, um, yeah. So then March comes around. I'm like, you know what? It's March 19th, day before my birthday. I'm gonna go to Shields and see if we can get a handgun. And I was a little nervous. I went around. I told him it was my first handgun I'm purchasing. And yeah, yeah, I don't know. So I told him it's my first handgun, and I found a gun I like. It was a Canic. I forgot what model, but I'll show you guys eventually in one of these videos what I got. So I ended up getting it. Go start doing the purchasing process, the application, all that. I bought the gun that day. And then finally it came down to the background check. We waited like 10-15 minutes, and then it said I got delayed. I'm like, fuck. Okay, well, I'm not walking out with a handgun today. I already kind of knew the process. So Shield said they'll call me when it's ready, when I get approved or whatever. Shoot, it'd have been like 2 weeks later. I give them a call. I'm like, hey, does it still say delay? They're like, yeah, but they'll keep me updated. They check it daily. And you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. That day, I felt like, I don't know. I just felt like a criminal. I felt like I remember them telling me that's normal. People get delayed all the time. Even I got delayed. The guy that sold me the gun. But I don't know. I just it just makes it's just an ugly feeling. I guess you'll know you'll know if you ever get delayed. I mean, even though you got nothing bad against you or everything's good, whatever, you just feel like a criminal going to the store trying to buy a gun. But yeah, so I got delayed, and I remember a couple weeks prior to me before purchasing another firearm was my girlfriend. She was getting her concealed carry renewed through the mail, and she told me I should just go do that. It'd just be faster. I didn't think of anything of it. I honestly I didn't think of anything of it. Um, but until I got delayed again, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go sign up for a course. I did the course for like a 4 hour course, and then got the certificate, the firearm certificate, and took it to the sheriff's office. Did the application, and honestly, I got my concealed carry a lot faster than I got the handgun. It probably took like 3 weeks until I received my concealed carry in the mail. And then I went to Shields once I got in the mail. It was a good feeling. It made me like, fuck, dude, I wasn't stressed. I was like, I'm not a criminal, because I don't know. I guess when it comes to guns, applying for them, it's a little overwhelming because it's new and it's a hot topic. And I don't know. I didn't know if you got delayed or denied, you get in trouble or something. I don't know. I was just overthinking it. But yeah, I got my card with Shields. I'm like, hey, I got my card. Am I able to pick up the gun? They're like, no, our policy is you gotta wait the 30 days. I'm like, fuck. But you know what? Was walking around. I went to Shields, to go get some ammo and just look. Just feel like I felt more confident than I did the first time. Like, yeah, I got concealed carry. I can actually buy a gun and feel good and not have to stress and just feel like a criminal. But yeah, I made a big purchase that day, at least for myself, on a random day when I should have just went and got ammo. But I ended up buying myself a Sig. It was on sale, so um, it's a P320C. You know what? And I thought it looked cool, and I needed a new conceal, and it makes me mad because after I got home, I started looking at the reviews, and I guess like the P320's got like a discharge, and I think that's a full size. I didn't see anything on the compact, so I'm hope I'm good. But either way, I felt good buying a gun and just showing my concealed carry. Um, yeah, and then you know what? Like a week later, I went to go pick up my Canic, and that felt good too. All I had to do was just show my concealed carry. But yeah, I'm creating this video because I just want you guys to know you're not the only one out there that's getting delayed. There are ways around it. Your best bet is go get a concealed carry. I know it's not required in most states. Luckily, I live in Iowa. I fucking love Iowa. Um, and I think the FBI has like a PETA PUTA fucking number you can get, some shit like that if your name always gets delayed. Some type of special number that you can apply for. I was about to go that route, but I just figured I'd try the concealed carry first. It was easy to get, and that firearm safety training is a good thing to have, a good thing to take. Kind of it makes you more aware and observant, and it made me think about like, okay, if I got pulled over, in this state, do I need to tell the cops I have a gun? Fuck no, I don't. But in Nebraska, you do, and South Dakota, I can't remember the law there, but I should look that up. I live in a tri-state area, that's why. But in Iowa, we don't gotta tell the police if we have a gun or not. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys my story. It's real. Getting delayed is fucking real. And good luck to you. It's not the end of the world. Just go get concealed carry. Simple. All right, chat. That's it. Hope you guys have a good one, and thanks for watching. And yeah, until next time. See ya.